some of that stuff, girl, I was like, what was your budget? Hey y'all, hey! I'm back with another video. This one is for my new brides to be. Okay, I'm gonna start a new series and we're gonna talk real talk, wedding talk, okay? Because we know that weddings can be so expensive, we save money where we can. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. So if you ain't worried about saving no money and you got it, kudos to you. But if you're trying to save some money because the cost can be a lot, then I'm talking to you, okay? So here we go, my new bride besties. The first thing I want to talk about are bridal expos. Bridal expos are super underrated, okay? I had no idea what a bridal expo was until somebody introduced it to me. And when I went, I was not prepared. I didn't know what I was going into. I knew it was going to be a lot of brides. I didn't know what happened there. So what happens at a bridal expo? You meet vendors. There are a shit ton of vendors, okay? Anything that you need for a wedding is probably at that bridal expo. DJs, caterers, bartenders, photographers, videographers, venues, travel agents, honeymoon stuff. So everything is there, girl. So if you're interested in something like that, what I would tell you to do is to type in bridal expos near in whatever city that you're in. I was very blessed by bridal expos. I won a discount on my wedding venue, which was huge. I won a free wedding dress, and I also won a free videographer. So I was blessed. I mean, I won other little things, and I came home with a lot of good goodies. But you stay into the end to that big giveaway. You win little stuff along the way, door prizes and stuff, but you have to stay to the end. If they giving away a free photography session for an engagement shoot or whatever, and they call your name, and you're not there and you don't respond, they move on to the next person. So make sure you stay. Another thing that I would say that helped me, and this could be for any bride, you don't have to just be cost saving, but another thing that I would recommend is using apps to stay organized. I use the Knot. It helps me very, very, very much. On that app, I mean, it can go, you can do everything. Create your website, put your budget in, shop local vendors, shop invitations, shop, put your wedding registry on there. It was a lot. I put my RSVPs on there. Anybody that I sent a RSVP to or a save the date to, I put their names on there. I didn't need addresses. I did everything digital, and I'll get into that. But yeah, just phone numbers and names is all I use. There are other great apps. I know Zola. But I just found the Knot to be what I wanted for me. I love the pink app. I like the pink app on my phone, and the customization, I was drawn to it. Like I said, it's just an app that works for me. I created my wedding website on there. It was very, very, very user-friendly, very beneficial. So if I would tell you to use an app to stay on track, stay up with your budget or stay organized, I'm going to recommend the Knots. This is no paid sponsorship, but it's not. If you see me, I'll let you girl. Another thing that I would say, back to my cost-saving brides, another thing that I would tell you is to shop smart and use DIY. I pretty much use Amazon and Shein for almost everything. Anything that I needed to buy offline pretty much came from Amazon and Shein. Amazon was just that girl for me, okay? So, you got to be smart when you're shopping on Amazon and Shein, though. Be careful with those dimensions. Read those reviews. That's important. Read those reviews, girl. Because photos we know off Amazon and Shein can be very misleading. So before you spend that dollar, read those reviews. Check those dimensions. Another thing that I would also say is rent. Rent stuff. Like, if you know that you're not going to use that stuff no more, rent that stuff, because you'll be like me. Stuff just sitting in the garage. I don't even know when I'm going to use it anymore. More cost saving to you to rent, especially if you don't have anywhere to store that stuff when you're done using it, or you don't want to go through the process of reselling it. Definitely look and see if that stuff is for rent. If it's cheaper to rent than buy, what are we talking about here? Like I said, compare those prices. Make sure you read those reviews, check those dimensions, and use those sites. I mean, ain't nobody scared of Temu either. Amazon, Shein, all of that stuff. You use those websites when you DIY or when you're looking for centerpieces or whatever when it comes to your wedding. Another thing that I would say is Etsy and Canva, let them girls down, okay? That was so beneficial for me. So beneficial. I created a lot of stuff. I did a lot of DIYs. I did my save the dates on there. I did my invitations through Etsy and Canva. I made some bottle girl signs. I did those on Canva, sent that right to Walgreens. I like to test myself too. So if I feel like I can do something, then I'm going to try to figure it out. Back to my invitations, I think I bought that off Etsy for like $5. Downloaded it to Canva, put it all in, put all my information in. It was a real cute digital. I think my save the dates were like $1. The template, like I said, put that right on Canva. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed saying, oh, I made that. Like, and it was cheap. And like I said, I sent that out digital. I didn't need no addresses. I didn't need no envelopes. I didn't need none of that. That was a hassle for me. Like, and even thinking about that, it stressed me the hell out. And I just knew it was something I didn't want to do. So me gathering phone numbers was easier than me trying to write addresses or type addresses out and put them on there. And I didn't want to do all that. So digital worked for me. It was very cost saving as well. It was cute. So if I had to recommend how you would send those things out, I would definitely say digital. Make you an Etsy account if you don't already have one, in a Canva. Most of the stuff that I was able to access on Canva, I do pay for Canva. It was something that I already had that I could use. So I love Canva, love Etsy. I'm always on there. So if I had to recommend anything, I would definitely recommend digital invitations, save the dates, and those things. DIY what you can. Yeah. Another thing that I would say is social media will have you broke. TikTok and Instagram can create unrealistic expectations. It really can. Like, you search some of that stuff, like if you type in 2025 bride and you see some of those weddings and what these people doing at their weddings, that stuff can really mess with your head. It can really make you feel like you're not doing enough. You don't need everything that you see online. Because in my head, I needed a floor, I needed this, I needed that, I needed that, I needed that. But no, I didn't. My wedding turned out to be absolutely beautiful. My husband tried to make that happen for me. My mama tried to make that happen for me. My mother-in-law tried to make... everybody who kind of had their hands involved in my wedding process, I love y'all down, okay? Because they did their big one. But also, in my head, I also had to say, okay, Aisha, do you really need that? Do you really need this? Okay, do you? Yeah. So, like I said, take what you can off social media. Make out of it what you can for you. Another thing that I would say is use your village. I had family and friends helping me all the way up until my wedding day. And I don't think that by using my family and friends for their skills or their help made my wedding day any less special. If anything, it made it even more special because it grew our relationship. Or just me thinking back on that day and knowing that they played a very special role, you know, it sits in my heart. My mother-in-law, she helped with our decorations. My godmom and Sean's uncle, they helped with our food. One of my friends, she did my hair. Sean's brother cut his hair. I don't think that that's anything new. I'm just highlighting it. I think that that's something that a lot of people would do. And this wasn't this wasn't no pressure added. Like, these were things that they wanted to do to help us. Anything that, and this is what everybody gonna say, anything I can do to make your day more special. Or anything that I can do to take the stress off of you in your day. Yeah, love that. Do that. Thank you. A lot of people will want to help you along your way, and if you found somebody else, they probably think like, dang, you ain't trust me to do that. But as long as they're willing to help you, let people help you. Let people help you. The last thing that I would say will be with having a unplugged ceremony. I wish I would have tweaked it a little bit. I love that nobody was on their phone in our pictures. People pay good money to have a photographer and a videographer. I was blessed, remember. I won my videographer at the Bridal Expo. Go look up that Bridal Expo. And so you don't want the content that they're doing for you, you don't want that interrupted, or you don't want it to be blocking something that you really wanted to capture in that moment. I would say though, that tweak that was needed, I think I would have had like one or two people taking pictures or taking videos that we trusted. I ain't gonna just say me, but that we trusted to take pictures and videos, because I was ready to relive the moments again like the next day. Of course, you get videos and stuff from your reception, but most of that ceremony, when you have an unplugged ceremony, that's missed. We had a flower guy, and I missed all of that. So maybe have that unplugged ceremony, but maybe just have one or two people in place to take pictures and take videos of things, because as brides, like I said, we miss so much. And we plan so much. We do all the planning, and we just want to relive it. So, yeah, that would be my advice. So that's all I have for part one. Like I said, I'm going to make this a series. So come back for part two. So if you found this video useful, put down in the comments which one was your favorite tip, or what's something that you took from this video that may be useful for you in your planning journey. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all back in my next one. Bye, Besties.